James Rice. Let's do this in the backyard Sunday morning. Hey, for those of you who haven't checked me out, maybe first time listening, guru, influencer, motivational speaker, self-help. I don't have a tag. You can tag me however you want. What's up? So all we're trying to do is say, hey, here's what's worked for me. Here's what's working for my friends, and I'm simply going to share it with you. Okay? Here's a mistake that I made. Here's something that didn't go that well with me. Here's how I pivoted, and I hope it helps you. Okay? Sunday is super simple day. Even in the month of July, which is independence, is a revolution where I've been preaching to you, chatting with you, and saying to you, hey, here's what I'm hoping you're doing is, are you going, I'm tired of being in the grips of my fitness or my lack of fitness. I'm tired of the grips of my budget or lack of budget. I'm tired of my unsatisfactory relationships. I'm tired of my unsatisfactory faith. I'm tired of being unsatisfied. I'm tired of feeling like maybe others are, ruling me, commanding me, leading me. So it's going to start with piece number one is, am I going to take charge and hold myself accountable? If there's one of the most interesting things I get to be involved in each day is listening to people sit around and chat and chirp about what they'd like to change and how it's someone else's fault. Independence, our country's revolution, started with people saying, okay, this is where we are. This is what people are doing. And it's our responsibility to do what? To take the daily intentional action, to gather a crew, then make the steps to win our independence. Notice I say to win our independence, not to have it given to us, to win our independence. Okay? So Sunday, yes, day of rest. You're not going to see me do a Zoom. I'm going to severely limit my quote work, though. That's another piece tip for you. If your work gets turned off Friday at 5 and it turns back on Monday at 8 a.m., I would encourage you to get rid of it. Because I personally feel that you can create a great living, you can create a great future by being involved in something and monetizing it that you enjoyed, and it is you. I'm going to share my faith every day. I'm going to share my fitness every day. I'm going to share my career every day. I'm going to share my family every day. They're who I am. Okay? Today, yes, what I want you to do is I want you to intentionally attack your relaxation, your recovery. Okay? You don't let it guide you and at the end go, holy cow, that Sunday was crazy. Now I got to get ready for Monday. It's saying, hey, I'm not going to do this. Hey, I am going to do this. Hey, I'm going to cut this time. Hey, I'm going to cut this call short. Hey, I'm going to make this call. What are you doing intentionally to protect your energy, to protect your mojo? Okay, I got to take a 2-second break to say, hey, loving it right now. We've been experiencing 95-degree weather, but which, don't get me wrong, we have little or no humidity. We're blessed beyond measure, seeing some 100-degree temperatures. It's hot. And especially it went, I'm not kidding you, from 70, 80 to 190 or 95, 100, just like that. So it's a little bit of getting used to. That being said, today is overcast. I'm loving it. I've got drips of rain on the ground. I am so happy to just get a little bitty break from that weather. Okay? So, just Sunday, I'm up. I played the piano, made a phone call. I feel I'm having a wonderful day. That's what the next piece I want to chirp with you about is, are you having a wonderful day, and are you controlling that wonderful day? Are you write down, maybe lay it out there. What's up, Alicia? Lay it out there for yourself and saying, what would make me happy? What would bring me peace? What would help me feel more fulfilled today? And that's what I want you to do. I got so much to do. Okay, we'll make a list and knock it out. I did that yesterday. I was literally at my desk all day till 7 o'clock at night. I enjoyed it. It's what I chose to do, though. I also, oh my gosh, I also worked out twice yesterday. I'm so excited because many of you know, you follow me. I've got a pinched nerve. I got something. I don't even know what the heck I have, but I can't feel my foot. My foot feels inflamed. I'm actually going to a new orthopedic foot and ankle specialist this early next week, get an x-ray and see what they have to say. But I finally said, screw it. I'm going to do what I can do without just really inflaming it. And so cool. Maybe you saw the video. I did my backyard boxing and some wind sprints and some stretching. And I stayed out there for 12 rounds. That's 36 minutes plus a break. So out there about 40 minutes, which I love. I can't say my intensity level is where I wanted to be, but I'm doing it. And then I went for an evening walk about 25, 30 minutes up the hills. And I don't know if I'm going to call it exercise, but it was a little more intense than recreation. So bam, 2 versus 0. I'll take it. Okay. Let's read a couple things to you, and I'm going to let you go. I'm going to head to church. We're reading in Isaiah right now. If you follow what I'm reading, got a couple books I start with every morning. And the reading is super short. And the cool thing is I've been reading it and doing it for literally 5, 6, 7, 10 years, maybe, reading out of the same book. Why? Because I believe the story of the Bible from cover to cover, New Testament, Old Testament, is the basic, is the foundation, is the fundamentals that I want to be attached to. My choice. Okay? You got to choose yours. So today on the 23rd, it's cool because, we're in Isaiah. And Isaiah is, I guess, a good story / sad story because, Judah is headed towards, being taken over, or attacked by, and being captive by the Babylonians. And so that doesn't sound good. But it's also, this is what they're talking about here today. Do you see being reprimanded as a negative and punishment, or do you see it as getting you back on track? So if the source of your reprimandation, I guess, your reprimanding is someone that is an authority that you believe in, then you should see it as a thank you and going, thank you for guiding me back. Okay. So you're talking about, yeah, they're just talking about the coming calamity. The prospects are not pleasant for the rebellious people, but there's also a coming king who will bring peace, who will offer freedom. People of God are urged to watch and wait patiently, expectantly, and purposefully. Redemption is nigh. So, just as Isaiah was given a prelude to the pain that was going to come, it was a necessary pain to cleanse, purify, get back on track to community. Is that what you need? So my point is this is, are you finding resources, mentors, people who are going to give you the tough love, not sugarcoat it, because they want to keep you on track. They want to keep you, guided, and submit to that, give into that. Because myself, I never would have been able to, straighten out anything in my life, from flunking out of college to failed relationships to failed budget. I never would have been able to do that if I would have gone, oh, this person's wiser than me, and I feel like they love me and are trying to guide me, and so I give into it. A couple thoughts real quick. As I mentioned, hey, we're going to be in Dallas, here in another week and a half. Will you come with me? Are you coming to Dallas? It's literally a $400 flight, split a hotel. It's about a $600 trip. What do you get? You get to see the lab, and holy cow, you get to hang out with some of the biggest, brightest leaders in our community, including one of my personal favorites, Jesse Lee. For $600, can you imagine the social media? Can you imagine the additional belief? Book a ticket. Questions, ask me about it. I'll hit this real quick. I love reading in Timothy Keller's Proverbs, because Proverbs is so much wisdom. It's pieces of knowledge stacked together and utilized, creates wisdom. Okay. And I love it right now because they were talking about words, which I loved it. The power of words is incredible, positive or negative. Now we're talking about being stubborn. And so isn't it interesting when we're talking in the Bible and Isaiah about people being stubborn and not submitting to a God, to a ruler who has a better plan? Don't be a mule. Animals are tamed through carrots and sticks because we can't sit down and explain to them that they should behave this or that way. A fool is someone who can be dealt with only in the same way, because many of us won't listen to logic. So we need punishment, or we follow a carrot. So I guess I might just even leave it at that, but so sometimes we need our God to show us in these hard circumstances where we've been complacent. And I firmly believe that God's only trying to use circumstances or situations to help us grow closer to him. Even when even has blessings and money and muscles and cars and stuff, they're to be used for his glory, not for our, self-glory. If it's not doing that, but he knows your heart and that's where we want to be, then he's simply adjusting his means to try to get us to listen, right, and move closer. So my point to that is you could be in with someone who's been giving you some tough love about fitness, some tough love about your pyramid scheme or your network marketing business. And I believe that if you look at them and listen to them with love and believe that their desires are for your benefit, then you'll submit to them. But if you keep fighting and fighting and fighting things are good for you because of your pride, because of could be your ignorance, but I like to think it's more because of your pride and your lack of humility, then you're not going to get anywhere because you're going to be stuck in the mud until you will go, oh, this person's wiser than me. They have more experience. They have more success. I should move closer to them and I should listen to their word, heed their warnings, and take the according action. Does that make sense? But many of us, again, are listening to wisdom, but we're fighting it. So, in this day of Sunday, I just want you to see my outfit. I love how colorful it is. Pretty colorful, huh? Anyway, all right, let's get out there and attack it. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be 90-ish. We got a couple sprinkles. I just have those pieces on my heart and things that I was studying and listening to today. But most importantly, what I want you to be focused on today is be intentional about your rest and recovery. Okay? In this day of July, where are you looking for independence? Where are you going to strike up a revolution? Who are you going to sit down with and make a plan and then take action? If it's me, get in touch with me. If you like what I'm doing, oh, thank you. If you like what I'm doing, just share it. Share it. There's power in numbers. Peace. I'm going to rock and roll so I'm not late. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hit me up. Let's do something cool.